Hey, all right. Check out this light. Isn't it amazing? It's so beautiful here towards sunset time. And because sunset time happens almost in the morning now, that's when we start the vlog. Actually, before we even start today's vlog, I owe a correction about what I said 2 days ago. 2 days ago I said there isn't super easy way to invoke Siri on navdy. Dumb of me, I didn't do enough research. There's a super easy way to invoke Siri. It's simply the long press of the steering wheel button. Read the manual, David. Most of the time I do read the manual. I just missed this little bit of information, okay? I'm gonna show you guys how this works. How far is it from here to San Francisco?
San Francisco, California is about 2,487 miles away as the crow flies.
You don't read manuals.
Don't lie.
You don't.
Why do you lie on the vlog?
You don't read manuals. You start putting stuff together without reading the instructions.
Never.
Yes, you do.
I read every manual for every car I drove, every camera I ever owned, and for
Wait,
most
you're not gonna like this.
For most complex devices I own, I absolutely read manuals. She doesn't know me long enough.
Don't say that, because I've known him plenty long.
I read manuals.
Did you read that manual?
Most of it. We were at home most of the day, and now we're going to the same place we visited yesterday, which is the Christiana Center for Breast Cancer. Why are we going there today, Blonnie?
Because I have a doctor's appointment Monday and they need to draw my blood so they know what they're looking at on Monday.
When you're going through chemotherapy, one of the most crucial aspects is the level of your red blood cells and your white blood cells, which affects your general immunity. If those fall too low, you cannot really continue with the drugs. You've been close to the edge so far, right?
Yes, with the red blood cells are very low.
So Blonnie's red blood cells are a concern. So far they haven't decided to stop or delay the next cycle or anything like that, but we have to monitor this situation closely, so that's why we're going to the hospital today. It's a really beautiful fall day for a hospital drive. So when we were here yesterday, Audrey really didn't want to be on camera, not to break any hospital guidelines or regulations, which we completely understand. And the news she gave us were definitely good, because everything's fine with Blonnie's genes.
It's good for Sheridan.
The genes are working as they're supposed to, but what does that mean?
It means that there's no genetic reason that they could find that I have cancer.
It also means that we as humans, as humanity, do not know enough about genetics yet to make a fully educated conclusion. Oops.
They shouldn't be closed though.
What time is it?
4:27.
So, 3 more minutes. Looks like somebody went home early.
It says there's a 3rd floor lab.
So no blood work today. Not because the lab was closed, because it turns out Blonnie simply doesn't need it right now. You need it a few days before chemo, because
I got off of the cycle.
You got off of the cycle and hence the confusion. No problem, we got the situation under control. Coming back to what we were talking about before we went inside the hospital, the general level of knowledge about human genes is simply not where it needs to be yet. We're getting there, but it's a long road and we have miles and miles to go. What did she say? That they can test 25 of your genes and we have 25,000?
Well, she said they can analyze 25 that they know have something to do with cancer genetics, but there are 25,000 genes.
So to be completely honest, I mean, I'm dying to interview Audrey outside the hospital and talk to her and simply get her opinion about this because she's an expert. But it looks like it's like a little bit of walking blind in the darkness almost. I mean, we know a little bit. It feels like we just scratched the surface as far as what we know about human genes and, you know, what they really do. I mean, the whole thing is very, very interesting because there's so much to still find out about our own bodies. And on one hand, it's scary that we still know so little. And on the other hand, it's absolutely fascinating to keep finding out how complex human bodies really are. Look at this sunset. It's so pretty. We're here. Blonnie says we need containers. So I'm falling in. If you guys have never been to a container store, they basically have like a gazillion of containers for everything, for literally anything. You know, I'm not a shopper really. I don't like staying in stores for so long, and we just spent like 15 minutes trying to decide about a water jar. We have an anniversary gift. We get this bag? Are you serious?
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
What are you documenting?
His life.
Did you know about
For
this?
like 170 days or something.
Oh, really?
Anniversary gift. That means we were here a year ago. Are you happy with your anniversary gift?
Yes. Is this what you're going to get me for our anniversary?
No.
Look how cool.
For coffee?
Yeah.